Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to my stream. Boy, oh boy, it's good to be back. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. How good is it to be back? If you guys are just joining, fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be today. And boy, oh boy, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be back with you guys, to trade with you guys and get our bamboo today. Let's go, baby. Hope everyone's doing well. We just finished our pre-market show and always have a great time there. We'll love to see you guys there joining us at the pre-market show. If you want to join the pre-market show, you guys can become pandas, and every panda not only gets to have these sweet green names, two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time, some sweet panda emoticons, but you also get access to the pre-market show. If you want to follow more closely my journey as I trade these Apex funded accounts. Cavalry Trader says, I use BBM50, sign up 10 50K plan. Let's go, baby. Cavalry Trader, hope that goes well. I mean, if you think about it, if you trade 10 50K accounts, trade one contract each on account, use a trade copier, man, oh man, you just need to make with 10 50K accounts, all you have to do is make what is it, man, the math is you basically make you multiply whatever you make on average per day and multiply that by 2,500, and if you multiply by 2,500, that is your annual earnings, right? Your annual gains that you can make. So let's say you make $100 a day on these 50K accounts, 10 50K accounts. If you can make $100 a day consistently, multiply that by 2,500, and that's how much money you make in a year. You make 2,000, or you make $250,000 a year if you just make $100 a day across 10 accounts. That's with the trade copier. That's the dream. So hopefully the coupon or discount code helps you out a lot. It's 50% off. It's a huge discount in my opinion when it comes to funded accounts. I mean, it's like pennies on the dollar if you ask me. Pennies on the dollar just to get these funded accounts. Absolutely amazing. As you guys are rolling in, let me say good morning to a couple of my pandas here. Arthur Lopez, good morning. Day trading like a predator, good morning. Cavalry Trader, good morning. Steve Y, good morning. Bernadette, good morning. Jar Jar, good morning. AGD, good morning. Kevin Mack, good morning. Kevin Mack says, good morning from Louisville. I hope to start my EPEX eval today. I hope so too. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? Let's go, baby. FZen, good morning from Alberta. The Worldview Bro, morning pandas from Carrollton, Texas. Let's go. Haven't been to Texas yet. I always tell Mrs. Panda I want to go to Texas. But I know there's a lot of things to do in Texas, but all I can think about is just eating a bunch of barbecue. Maybe ride a horse. I don't know. I don't know what else to really do in Texas other than maybe see the Cowboys stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of things to do, and you know, Texans probably can school me, but top of my head, I'm just like, I want barbecue. That's it. I don't know how to say this guy's name. I'm just calling him Mongolian. Good morning. Pass my 50K eval on Friday. Let's go, baby. Hey, make sure you just trade small trade micro contracts, right? Micro emini, and trade one contract, just buy, sell, or sell, buy, or and just do that until your 10 days are up. Pandas, my pandas. Market is about to open. Let's do some pre-market analysis. I mean, I have a trend, break a trend to new high, and this new high continues to make new highs, and it's basically a spike in channel. So we got spike, and now we're channeling here, but man, it's difficult to find my pivot for the spike in channel. You know, what am I going to use here? It's a little difficult. It doesn't really make sense for me to use this here. In fact, I probably have to consider there's another spike in channel here, and that's probably how I'm gonna have to read this. It's just a little confusing in my opinion, but we're clearly above the 20 MA, and market's about to open, and we fill the gap. Currently making like a micro double top here. Unsure. I mean, we had a huge move down overnight, and it just fills the gap. These gaps are just continuing to be filled, and so now we're here. You know, we're at a spot where, are we going to just continue to go upwards, continue this trend upwards, or now start to reverse here, and this will act as a resistance? Hard to say. I'm just sitting on my pause. I want some clear direction here, and it's a little hard for me to actually mark these trends, so I'm a little confused. And I'm gonna have to see how things play out. I mean, currently we're in an uptrend, but we're at resistance, and so these spots are always confusing. We're gonna just have to sit on our pause until we figure out what's going on with the market. Charles Wilson asks, can you explain why micro is on the evaluation? Well, it's because there is a minimum amount of trading days you need to do. And so if you pass the evaluation early, you know, before 10 days, then you don't want to do anything that's going to make you so you lose your, you know, your evaluation. And you need to be above the profit target after 10 days. And so it's a 10 days minimum of trading. And so that's why you need to trade some micros, like one micro contract, until you get funded. In my opinion, I think that's the best thing to do. You risk about like $1 something, $2, something like that. Like for one tick on the micros. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. It's good to be back. I might be a little rusty today. I haven't traded in the last couple of days, and so I'm going to be trading pretty small today, and gonna just try to get my bearings back. The Worldview Bro says, Panda, how do you keep yourself from tilting? It's happened to me a few times. It's the worst. Man, tilting. That's extreme self-awareness. I think you need to find signs, you know, practical signs for yourself of what you do when you start to tilt. And you could have, you know, the thing is, like, all these things, like you know, these rules that you make, you know, such as, you know, I won't lose more than this, or you know, let's say you make like a certain loss amount per day that you're willing to lose, but the thing is, when you're in tilt, all those rules go out the window, and so those rules are only as strong as, you know, your will to keep them. And so when you start tilting, you know, basically you become really reckless, and you'll probably start to see signs of things like entering bad trades. Obviously is one of them, but you know, for me, when I start to find like I'm having different motivations to enter a trade than the ones that I should have, right? The main motivation you should have when you enter any trade is that you see a good setup in the right context. That's it. If you have another motivation, such as I need to make up the money I lost, or I, you know, if in you, or like I have a certain goal I want to make and I'm so close to it, I just want to enter one more trade here or there. You know, you can only take what the market gives you, and you can't force anything. And so In my opinion, it starts there. When I start to feel like I have a different motivation to enter a trade, that's when it starts to begin. And I think if you can catch yourself there, then you can find yourself, you can stop your tilting very early. But other than that, you can do some practical things like if you start to just finding yourself entering trades that you shouldn't be entering. In my opinion, you just gotta figure out your signs that are very apparent to you when you start to tilt, and you gotta almost do whatever it takes. If anything, you might need like a coach or something to tell you just don't do that, you know. And I think that personal mentorship could benefit anyone, especially for those who maybe lack the self-awareness for that. Self-awareness is a skill you can gain. Let's just say that. Market just opened, pandas. Let's go, baby. Let's get our bamboo today. We have a double top here, but we're clearly above the 20 MA, and we're in an uptrend. We're at resistance as well, so I'm not going long here, pandas. I'm not going to go long, even though we're on this trend line. But the fact that we're at resistance, I do not want to go long into resistance. I gotta wait for us to resolve this area here, and this is basically the gap fill. We just filled the gap, and the market may reverse here. So I'm just sitting my pause, waiting for something to happen here. We got a two-leggy here, and this two-leggy is failing. I really want to take this trap, but in my opinion, this uptrend may have another leg up here. Hard to say. We scalp out on that two-leggy, going long. A, B, C. But boy, it's nice to be back. It's nice to see these candles again, and how I missed you guys. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. We don't say TGIF here. We're actually sad on Fridays. TGIM. We love Mondays. Let's just get back to trading. This 20 EMA and also our trend line acting as support here. But I don't like how we're right next to this resistance. In fact, this is a reversal pattern starting to happen with this 3. This 3 means that we failed to come and break the previous pivot high. And we may have a higher low setup here. I kind of like this higher low setup, but still right at resistance. And so I'm sitting in my pause. Overlapping bars. Bars are starting to overlap here as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars. We do have a nice signal bar here on the higher low setup above the 20 MA. And we're just, again, right at resistance. So it's hard for me to go long here. Even though I like the setup here, the context is not good for me. And so with the higher low setup, very nice signal bar, and you're sweating right now. Your paws are sweating. And you actually just got stopped out right there if you enter that long. So this is why I don't go long. Even with a decent setup, right? We got a higher low setup off the 20 MA, but we are right at resistance, and I just cannot go long into that. And how many times has that worked out on stream? But it's just like this one time where it doesn't work out is all I need for me to know that was a bad setup. This is a trap trade or a Pikachu trade. It is a trap trade, Pikachu to the downside. But this is first break of this trend here, and right off the resistance. I actually like this trade. I like that trade, but I don't like to go into first break of trends here. I do feel like this was a first break of trend, and I wanted to attempt at least to make a new high here. And after that attempt, then perhaps I'll look to go short. I'll look to go short after an attempt to at least get a new high here. And we may not get it. We can only take what the market gives us, and we may not get it here. It might just reverse here. Gives an A top of some sort. But that's just how, that's just what the context, in this context, what I have to wait for. And if I don't get it, I simply don't get it. So all of that nonsense right here, that is really tricky, because some people enter short here, good signal bar, to go short and reverse this right off the gap fill. And you got stopped out by about one tick. And then those who enter long here got stopped out on the next reversal. And so we had like these two reversals, and both these setups fail. You barely make a point there. So I'm okay missing that, and I'm okay missing this as well. I don't mind missing that. We're gonna wait for a little bit here. couple candles to develop a little bit, and I want to attempt a new high here. Let's see if we get it though, pandas. Unsure. We do have a L4 set up here, right? We got 4 pushes up, starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4 pushes up, right? You can just count these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can see with the 4 here, after 4 pushes up, typically the move is done. It happens right at resistance. And then the kicker is this. This fails, reverses, and actually fails to even break that previous pivot high, and reverses on the L5 failure. So that's the kicker right there, and that's a setup to get into a reversal trade. And the tricky thing is that most people who want to enter this reversal wanted to enter right here, and they got stopped out by 1 tick, and then finally it goes your way. And it happens all the time right at market open. So that's why I don't trade right at market open. Big move down, just sitting on my pause here. Still looking for a attempt back up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bear bars in a row. We're not sure if we're gonna come back up to test this high, right? This might have been the test itself, right? Double top, actually triple top, and then lower high set up here. Offer resistance, and so that's the difference right there, right? Why did I want to go long here? Because we're at resistance. That's the difference. Outside bar reversal. I don't like these outside bar reversals happening. I don't like these reversals failing 2 times here. This looks like it may be a slightly choppy day today. Unsure though. We do fill the gap here, and now we're reversing, and so we may make, I mean, the gap filling and reversing off the gap fill is just seems like we could have a downtrend. I don't know, you know, it's just hard to say when you bounce off a resistance like this decisively. You know, what are you thinking? Thinking we're heading down, right? We're definitely on a downtrend right now, and depending on how you want to draw your trend line, right, the downtrend could have ended already. Break a trend to new low. You can draw it like that. I'm going to mark it like this currently, and then also most likely something along the lines like this. I just want that 1 push up. Will I go for a 2-legged pullback here? I don't know. I don't know if I will look for a 2-legged pullback here to go short. Right? Am I looking for a second entry short right now? A, B, C type setup. Am I looking for this? A little confusing for me. If I were, I need to be closer to 20 MA. Plus right now, because of this outside bar reversal, the counting got all messed up. Just sitting on my pause. Pandas, will you guys do me a favor? Scalp that like button. It's been a while since I came back. Oh, since I've streamed, and so I think a lot of people don't know that the stream is going on. So if you guys can scalp that like button, it helps out the stream a lot. Lets the YouTube algorithm know that this stream has started. It pushes out to people, especially who are interested in content such as this. So not only do you help out this channel, you help out other people who are looking for content who are looking for communities to trade. Do got a 2-leggy here. I'm skipping this trade, but that is a 2-legged pullback. Decent signal bar. The counting got messed up because of this candle here. It does scalp out with the 2-legged pullback. Decent signal bar. Huge risk there though. Talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 points of risk. More than 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 points of risk there. Outside bar reversal on the 10,000 tick chart. You see how it pushes up and within the same bar pushes back down. Touches the 20 EMA now. Outside bar reversal on the 10K chart. Outside bar reversal on the 2K chart. These outside bar reversals are making me think something's happening here. Makes me feel like we could enter a trading range type day. Thanks guys for scalping that like button. I haven't found any setups that I like. I mean, this setup probably the best one so far, but it's a little too close to the open. I just wasn't sure what the market cycle was at this point. All these overlapping bars, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars. Outside bar reversal here. Outside bar reversal here. Outside bar reversal here. Too many outside bar reversals. I don't like them. I don't like them. We do have a two-leggy here, but that's happening after, right? An overshoot and a break of trend to new low. So I'm gonna probably skip this two-leggy if it does form. Probably skip it. And maybe actually be more interested in the trap trade to the long side here. Outside bar reversal again, pandas. You see this? You see how that happened? Where we broke low and then in the same bar broke the high. So we have an outside bar reversal. 2 reversals in 1 bar. I don't like that. I generally don't like when that happens. When that starts to happen, in my mind, I'm automatically thinking I'm only doing scalps today. I'm not trying to swing. I'm only trying to do scalps because those outside bar reversals will get you. So, right, the outside bar reversals are hinting at me today that most likely will have some sort of trading range, in my opinion. Right, the market is fractal, and so when you see on the smaller time frames a bunch of outside bar reversals, trading ranges, then on the higher time it converts into the higher time frames these outside bar reversals as well and trading range. That does give you a nice scalp there, but I'm just like I just don't like that trade. I just simply don't like it, especially after break of trend to new low, overshoot, thinking probably come back to the top here. Making overshoot to the top side, and we're clear underneath the 20 MA. Good signal bar though, right? We're in a downtrend, and a spot where I would assume or I would anticipate a reversal does not give me a reversal here. It makes me think something's happening. It makes me think this downtrend is not done yet. So I was expecting a reversal here because of the break of trend here to new low, and coming back up to 20 MA, especially with the outside bar reversal. With the strong push up here, but the 20 MA is acting as resistance and we're making new lows now. Strong bear bars ending on their lows. Thinking potentially, I mean, now I'm thinking hard to imagine, right? Like that we're going to come back up here and make a new high. I'm not looking for a reversal at this point. I'm trying to find out my channel here to use to get a accurate idea of what's happening in this market right now. And this might be the channel I may be having to use here. This may be the accurate channel here. Unsure. 10,000 tick chart. We have a break of trend, new high, and the new high. We may have a reversal set up here on the 10K chart. This outside bar reversal is very tricky, but it's basically A, B, C. And we're looking for a failure at this spot, especially off of a resistance, the gap fill, plus the 240 SMA on the 10K chart acting as resistance. We're just waiting here, pandas. Two pushes down. In my opinion, that's a tricky trade take. That's a tricky trade. You could also maybe take that as a trading range type trade with all these overlapping bars. and we're at the top of the trading range, come back to the bottom of the trading range. Could have taken it like that perhaps, but just hard. It's got choppy. Wasn't sure. I was expecting this downtrend to be done, but proving the downtrend to be pretty strong now. We actually hit the bottom of the channel here, bouncing off of it, as you guys can see. Feels like we have the right channel now. Not looking to go short here. It's late in trend. Too far away from a 20 EMA as well. Am I looking for a two-legged pullback to go short? Am I looking for that at this point? Tricky. Again, tricky spot. I like the fact that we have a support area that we may want to get to, but and if this triggers here, most likely we won't even get a two-legged pullback. But we'll see. You know, this most likely will make a new low here with this move. But if it doesn't, then we can look for a two-legged pullback maybe. Another outside bar reversal, pandas. Terrible, 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 terrible. Another outside bar reversal. You just got stopped out if you enter short there. It's not one of those days where you have to enter first entries to make a point here. Now another outside bar reversal, and that trap fails. Who knows? I mean, look to go long here. I'm not sure. I mean, it's right at that. It's right into resistance, so I'm not actually looking to go long either. But it's hard to go short here, in my opinion. It's just hard for me short. I'm not gonna go short here. It doesn't touch the 20 EMA. Doesn't come close to our trend line here. And if it makes a point, it makes a point. It's just not the setup I'm looking for. It makes a point. Strong move down. It is a two-leggy. Again, A, B, C with an outside bar reversal here. Very similar, right, to this outside bar reversal. Pushes down, back up, right, pushes down, back up. Almost looks identical to this setup right here. It just happened again. But this one's worse because, in my opinion, it doesn't even touch my trend line, doesn't even touch my 20 EMA. Not a setup I like. Plus, failed trap here and it reversing, and so, I'm just sitting on my pause. I missed two-legged pullbacks that I just was not sure to take. Just sitting on my pause here. I could be trading a little too conservative, but that's how it is. Makes a new low here. And this whole entire time, pandas, I don't even care if I'm missing these. I just didn't like the context. I wasn't sure what was happening, and we made an A top, and the A top is not expected for me. Thought we might have at least tested right one more time, make a double top here, but yeah, in the higher time frames, you know, it'd been nice if we actually broke above here so we can get the trap trade, but the trap trade may come a little bit later. But the fail second entry long setup is what I'm looking for on the 10K chart. Seems unlikely that I'm going to get it, but that's what I'm looking for. Something like this along these lines. Let's go ahead and look at the 5-minute chart to see if it's giving us any information that we can't get from the other charts. And right now it's just a big move down. From the market open, it's just a big move down. And yeah, that's all we're getting on the 5-minute chart. It's just a big move down below the 20 MA. So this could be signaling a downtrend type day. Oh, I almost want this trap chart. I like almost want to enter anything short at this point. But with all these outside bar reversals, right? That one right here, this one right here, this one right here. Too many outside bar reversals for me. Little sketchy. It's too sketchy for me. Big push down. Makes a new low. Creating this micro wedge here. Micro wedge. You're thinking it's going to try to test at least a 20 MA here. Or test the trend line. That's what you're thinking. You're thinking on the 10K chart, you're going to try to push up here. And try to attempt for a second entry long. That's what you're thinking. You're also thinking most likely going to hit Friday's low, acting as a magnet. Maybe this was my channel here. Huh. That makes sense too. If this was a channel. Right, the spike and channel started here. Spike, channel started here with this pivot low. That kind of makes sense to me. And this is why we saw this kind of choppiness in this area. Market was trying to decide, are we going to bounce here or are we going to break this channel? It could be what we're seeing here. And now we do have first break of this trend. Hard to say. I mean, with all these outside bar reversals, and now we're getting choppy here. Pandas, it's good to be back. I'm glad that you guys are here. Let me say good morning to a couple more of you guys. That you guys are joining a little bit later. Richard Harris, good morning. Jar Jar, good morning. Speedy Boy. Aaron Korn, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Uriel, Turtle Toes, good morning. Welcome back, guys. Richard Belmont. Russell H, good morning. A lot of the regulars back here. We do come off our trend line here. And we are setting up on the 10K a reversal. I'm going to take this trade here.
10,000 tick trap.
Trap on a 10K chart. It's going to be outside bar reversal, but I'm going to try to take it. There's a trap on a 10K chart that I'm liking right now. Most likely looking for 2 points here. If it comes back down. It's reversing, come back up. Trap is gone. Do I still like this trap is a question. Makes less than 2 points going up. Third push down here. Making a two-leggy off of the 20 EMA here. So I like this short. I don't like the signal bar. I know that much. I don't like these long wicks here. We do have another second entry short here on the 2K chart. This may trap out here. Especially with this choppiness, it's just hard to take in my opinion. I mean, the signal bar is nice, but with all these wicks below here, right, all these failed breakdowns, it's just sketchy. It's sketchy in my opinion. It does scalp out for you. Another two-leggy off of the 20 EMA. Also, failed breakout of the trend line here. Looks like we're trying to hit yesterday's low or Friday's low. I just didn't like how many failed breakdowns we had here. So I did want to go short into this as well. And you may think I'm being too conservative, but one day, pandas, this will save you, right? You reading the price action, seeing all these wicks like this, all in the same spot, not trading into those wicks like that. One day, that's going to help you, or at least going to help me. So we do miss a scalp there, but it's all good, pandas. I don't mind missing that scalp again. It's okay. moving on to the next. Now we're actually reversing here, breaking above the trend line, breaking above the 20 EMA. All these failed breakdowns here. We do get 2-pointer. So when the longs are making 2 points above the 20 EMA, my ears start to perk up. So now the longs are making money. Not enough for a swing trade, in my opinion, but 1, 2, 3, almost 4 points. Almost back to the top of this trading range. Just getting too choppy, too many outside bar reversals. I just didn't like it, pandas. I don't mind missing these. I really don't. I really don't mind missing them. I want to wait for the setup to come to me that I really like. I'm just like, okay, like I gotta take this. If I don't take this, I'm just gonna, like, you're in a good setup is when you lose it. If you do lose a setup and you're just like, okay, you're like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I had to try there because the setup looked too good. So now we're reversing. We could be playing out, man, this really big spike channel and maybe testing this high again, right? This break of trend may be coming back up, but hard to say here. See if the 5-minute gives us any more information. We're just simply getting one leg up here on the 5-minute. I think we need one more push down. I think we need one more push down, but I'm gonna have a hard time entering any short right now because we're so far above. We're clearly above the 20 MA right now with terrible signal bars. I'm gonna have a hard time entering a short here, but we may. According to the 5-minute, right? Since the market loves to move in twos. According to the 5-minute, we need one more push down. We need a second leg down. We don't need it, but the market probably wants to make one more leg down, in my opinion. The reason being is because people are shorting here, and all these bears are going to continue to short until either they can make money or come out break even or make money. And so you're going to have a bunch of bears still shorting this, in my opinion, because they want that second leg down. All right, we did have that micro wedge. The micro wedge ends up having 3 attempts to break down. And I mean, I guess I could have gone long here, but pandas, I mean, we're underneath the 20 EMA. Like, I'm just not feeling that. I just don't like it. I don't like it. You don't like it, you don't take it. I know it's that simple. Simple. So simple. All right. Okay. What do we have here now? La da da. Look, okay, so I can't go short there. Good signal bar, clearly above the 20 MA. Hard to take that, in my opinion. Even though it ends up being a very strong push down. I just cannot enter this trade, right? We're above the 20 MA. We're reversing strongly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 out of the last 5 bars ending on their highs. I mean, actually, even this small pullback ends up near its high. Strong push up. Lower high setup. I will look for a lower high setup here if we can get it, pandas. And looks like we're not getting it. Let me see the 5-minute if we got that second push down. We're trying to make that second push down on the 5-minute. Oh man, I want to go short here so bad. But I cannot. I want to go short there so bad. The main reason being the 10K chart just triggered a third push down underneath the 20 MA. So I would like to have that scalp right there. I mean, this looks like it wants to make a new low. It really looks like it wants to break this low. It looks like it wants to touch yesterday's or Friday's low. It looks like it wants to do that, pandas. And I just don't have a setup. we get a micro double top. I don't even get a setup to go short here, and it just makes a new low. So you can only take what the market gives you, and the market did not give me my lower high setup, which is what I was looking for, and ends up pushing down strongly here. Unfortunately, no setup for me in this entire move down, which is what I was looking for, but didn't have the setup, right? It made a micro double top instead of giving me just a failed second entry long here or a second push up. I would have liked one more push up here, but because that micro double top, man, market was being stingy, didn't give me, you can only take what the market gives you, and the market gave me nothing. So what can you do, pandas? You sit on your paws, wait for the next setup. Yesterday's low currently I think has support. I'm not sure how strong the support will be. Pushing below now, strong push down, break a trend to new low here, and all these attempts, right, to reverse it, right? You got one attempt, two attempts, they're all failing. Getting two pushes down now, and we're coming off the bottom of this channel now. You see how this had a spike in channel? Now we're at the bottom of the channel on the spike in channel, and this typically causes reversals, but hard to say. Also off yesterday's low. This could be a nice reversal spot here, but also we're on a downtrend, so right, with that break of trend to new low. So typically you look for a long trade here. You're thinking this downtrend is probably done, and we may have a small pullback here, but we're clearly beneath the 20 EMA. So hard to take this long trade. I'm not going to take this long trade, that's for certain. Just waiting. No setups that I really liked so far. I could have perhaps taken this, but that breaks, right, doesn't meet all my criteria. Maybe this one, but a little too choppy for me, and I don't like going short into failed breakdowns like this. This one, I was looking for a reversal actually off of this support, and doesn't give it to me, right? The outside bar reversal as well. It's just, that's the thing when you're going down. When you're in a downtrend with all this price action on the left of you, the left of the chart, it's just like you just like at any moment can reverse. At any moment, a support can be found, and so it's just a little difficult. That's why trading ranges are tricky. Do I want to go short here, man? No, definitely not. I'm gonna miss this short trade. I might miss a big move down here, but I'm completely okay with that. Main reason being is because I'm looking for a long trade now. We're on the support here. We're also at yesterday's low or Friday's low. We're also at the bottom of the channel here. Not looking to go short here. I'm actually looking for a bounce back up. Maybe retest this pivot high. The 5 minute does make that second push down, is what we were looking for. Right, so now we have two leggy on the 5 minute. A, B, C, two leggy on the 5 minute. So the 5 minute was not done, right? The 5 minute wanted one more push down, right? Because the market loves to move in twos. This is why we're trading two-legged pullbacks. That's how we knew that we had one more push down, right? Even with this big move up, we were expecting a push down, but just didn't get a setup that I wanted right here, but didn't get it, unfortunately. We do have a two-leggy here, second entry short, and I'm skipping this. I actually will trade the trap trade to the long side here if we get it. That's the trade I'm looking for, and most likely just scalp it. Could be potentially a nice long trade, but just with the market right now, too many outside bar reversals. Not liking the swing trades right now, especially on reversals like this. Who knows? Looking for a long trade here, even if it's below the 20 EMA. I like the context here so much, I might take this long trade. If we get a fail second entry short, I like it so much, I am considering taking it even on outside bar reversal. So this is where we're looking for a reversal here. I'm gonna take this. I'm just gonna scalp out here, and I may get. It may just give me a scalp because of 20 EMAs right here. I typically don't like to go long, right into. I don't like to trade into the 20 EMA. I never like to trade into supports or into resistances. But the context being like this, where we break a trend to new low, and seeing we're also on support here, I'm thinking this could be a good scalp here, and I'm just gonna try to scalp out and see if we get. Let's go, baby! Easy peasy, easy money. Getting our bamboo today. Up $50. Killing it. We're killing it on the stream, guys. We're absolutely killing it. Hey, it's just nice to get a good trade, right? It's good to have missed that trap and enter the trap on the other side and scalp out real quick. It did try to reverse again and then comes right back up. Very interesting, right? These long wicks, I don't like them. So that's why I wanted just to scalp out. I wasn't looking for a swing trade there. I'm just unsure of the price action, but I liked the fact that we're coming off our support here, bounced off of it, and had a trap trade off of that support. Even though it's into the 20 EMA, I like that trade. And it was an outside bar reversal as well, but I like the context so much, I just wanted to get a quick scalp right there. Fairly aggressive trade, but hey, I like the setup. Now we're starting to get a push up. I mean, very scary for those who are swing trading because that could have stopped you up, but instead actually does come up. Gives you a nice 1, 2, 3 points right there. For those who had iron pause, diamond pause. Getting a nice push up here. And on the 5 minute, we actually got it 2-leggy on the 5 minute. Off of yesterday's low, also off the 240 SMA. 240 SMA is very flat right now. Yeah, I mean today's price action, I'm just look at this 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars. I'm just it just doesn't look good right now. We are getting a strong push up now, and so this could have been a swing trade, a nice swing trade for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, but I mean it was scary. At the moment it popped up, it popped back down and then came back up. So man, that's scary. It's a little choppy, but the main reason. Pandas, context, we were bouncing off yesterday's low. That's why, right? With the breaker trend to new low, right? Reversal setup, and that is why we took that scalp. Context matters. Peter Cho, 5-0 since my good morning. Slaying today. Let's go, baby. Getting that bamboo. I'm just getting some bamboo leaves here. But I'm fine with leaves. I'm actually really fine with leaves right now. I'm curious if this is going to make a swing trade here. Potential L4 setup. You're not taking that short here. There's no way you're taking that short trade. Whoever's going short here, that is wild. Whoever tried to take a short, in my opinion, doji bar, reversal setup, above the 20 MA, can't go short there. Right? It's like me trying to go. I can't go short here either. Similar reasons, but a little more reason to go short here because of the first breaker trend. But yeah. Those who went short here might get rewarded, surprisingly. I'm actually looking for this swing trade to be made, but it's very choppy on the way up. Unsure if it's actually going to hit it. If anything, I almost can go long here on the limit orders. Like go long here, you could just scalped out right there. If I went long here on that limit order, I would have a 2-point stop loss, right? And have a 2-to-1 risk ratio. That's the trade I would take on the limit order. I may lose $200, but gain, or I may lose $100, but a gain. So I would have been a scalp out right there. If I just put a limit order at the bottom of that, right? Taking advantage of knowing how choppy we are. If you just put a limit order there, put a 2, right, to 1 risk reward, and you're risking 100 to gain 50. You've been able to scalp out right there. Swing traders are still in this trade, but in my opinion, I'll be sweating right now because how choppy we are. Right, it doesn't look strong. Taking a very long time to get to our swing trade, going in a very choppy manner as well. Pretty strong push down here. Curious if it makes a new low here. If it makes a new low here, we're just in a downtrend, pandas, and we gotta find a new channel, in my opinion. Peter Cho asks an interesting question saying, isn't a trade against doji a high probability scalp because a doji indicates a flame out? So taking the other side of it makes sense. I don't know. Can any wise traders inform me? Yeah, I think it all depends on context. Saying this doji here, I guess to trade against that, in my opinion, it's a little scary. It ends up working out nicely for you, but swing traders probably just got stopped out right here, right? We're looking for a new low, which is a bit concerning. Big push down. Are we looking for some sort of trend line here? Hard to say. Hard to say. Could be the spike in channel, but I don't like that. I don't really like this. Well, first off, I don't like it like this. It'll have to be like this. Overshoot to overshoot? Nah. This is tricky. I'm not sure how to draw this channel right now. I'm not sure how to capture this movement. Not sure how to capture this movement right now. We made another new low. Oh boy, oh boy. Unsure. Pandas, for you guys just joining, I'm Bye Bye Money. Welcome to my stream. Glad that you guys are here, and we are trading risk-free on this channel. 100%. We are trading someone else's money. We're trading Apex funded accounts, and anyone can get a funded account. It's very easy, actually. All you have to do is pass an evaluation, and if you pass an evaluation, then they fund you with whatever evaluation you pass. Say you do the $300,000 evaluation. If you pass that, you get a $300,000 funded account, and you can get a 50% off code. You can get 50% off if you use the 50% off code that is provided for you at the bottom of your screen for Apex. Also, there's a link in the pinned message. Make sure you guys check it out if you guys are interested in that. So BBM50, I mean, it's one of the greatest deals I think you can get right now. We're also, if you guys are interested in the setup we're trying to trade here, is the two-legged pullback. And the key idea is consistency. We want to be consistent here. So, man, we made a new low. Amazing. If you want more information about the setup, you guys can check out the description below. There are playlists going over the details of the setup. But man, this is another push down here. Boy, oh boy. I mean, there's no setups for me that I would take in to go short here. But, you know, it's just, you know, that's unfortunate. The market's not really giving us any setups. But, yeah, it is what it is. So, what can you do? Also on screen, if you see, there is a indicator, the two-legged pullback indicator, all the numbers above and below the candles. This is an indicator that automatically counts all legs and identifies second entries. Also, trap trades, gives you alerts. You can use it for automated trading. You also get access to the two-legged pullback Discord. And so, with all of those things, I think you know, it's worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. So if you want more information about that, you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. YSF says Ninja Trade platform. I am using Ninja Trader. You can use Apex with. I think they're compatible with a lot of platforms. But if you want the indicator, the two-legged pullback indicator, yes, it's only for Apex or only for Ninja Trader. I'm just sitting on my pause. I mean, even though we're getting strong push down, I just got no setups. Yeah, I have no setups for this. So I'm just watching this go without me. Do I want a second entry short here? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it could just be like a fail breakdown of this. But, I mean, you're just thinking such a strong downtrend at this point. I don't know. I might just take a second entry short. I might take a stab here. It just looks like a downtrend right now, and trying to make a short off of the 20 EMA potentially here. But I don't know. It just feels wrong. It feels like I'm gonna get trapped out if I take this short. I don't know. I have that feeling. Maybe it's the angle or stuff where it's happening, like right here, coming. There's a gap here, huh? I don't know. We do have 4 pushes down on the 10,000 tick chart. That could be the reason why I feel like we may reverse here. We got 4 pushes down. We see a 4 here on the 10K chart, but do have a two-leggy now forming, but doesn't quite touch my 20 EMA. Very interesting here. And it will be an H4 setup. I'm gonna have to skip this. I don't like that. I don't want to go into an H4 setup. But this is a downtrend. This could be a decent trade to take. It's up to you. It doesn't really touch our 20 EMA. So just kind of watching this. But this is a two-leggy. Now it's getting overlapping bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars. Right now you got 3 stacked bars, like actually just complete overlapping inside bars. It's an inside bar. So, just sitting on my pause. We do break above this inside bar, which typically means we're gonna go up, but now that's failing. It's kind of a strong push. Now this attempt to break up actually gives me more reason to go short here. Right, you have 1, 2, 3 failed attempts to reverse. Actually, not a bad short trade to take. Gives you a perfect scalp immediately. Sitting on my pause though. I don't mind missing this. This is a little too confusing for me. A little too overlapping. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 bars are just completely overlapping each other. We do get another push down here. L4 setup. I wanted to have more. There was more reason to take that trade because of that failed attempt up. Right, 1, 2, 3 failed attempts up. Right, it made me more interested in it, but just a little. Let's just say I haven't traded in a while. I haven't traded in the last couple of days, and so let's get our bearings back here. Missing a lot of short opportunities here. So choppy though. I don't mind missing that. It's just a little too choppy for me. Another attempt up, but this is an H4 setup now. So we got 4 pushes down, right? We can see with the 4 here with the magenta box, and this could be a reversal setup here. We could have a strong push up here. And if we attempt to break down again and fail, or if we get a push down and fail, I may take a reversal. I may go long here, pandas. I may go long here. Even though we're in a strong downtrend, but the fact that we have this L4 setup with a breaker trend to new low here, right? Breaker trend to new low, we could get a nice reversal here. I may take it, and only if we get a L5 setup that fails. The L5 failure here. Maybe one more push down, and then a reversal, and I may look to go long. Micro double top. Getting too choppy here. I don't think I'm gonna take any trade here actually now. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 overlapping bars, and just sitting on your pause. We have the trading range indicator now, showing us a trading range here, and very just you know, when you have this many overlapping bars, it's just a gamble at this point. 50-50. Getting a push up here, strong push up, right? L4 setup. Come back to the top of the trading range. Right, multiple failed breakouts, and it just comes back to the bottom of the trading range. Top of the trading range back to the bottom of the trading range. I'm not thinking much of this, as in like I'm not thinking this is this big bear bar. I don't think this means much in terms of this mean that we're gonna go short. In my opinion, it just means that we're coming to top trading range, back to the bottom trading range. The trading range indicator marking us beautifully here, the trading range. So sitting on my pause, right, top to the bottom. If anything, if I was If I wanted to be a little cheeky here, I can come with a limit order and maybe come back to the top, have a 2-point stop loss, and try to get back to the top of the trading range. We do make a new low here, which is interesting. Continue to make new lows here. Strong push down. All right. So this ended up becoming a continuation of one second, Panis. Sorry about that. Push down here. No setups for me. Tricky. I mean, strong downtrend, and it's just trends are gonna trend. Big push down. Let me try to find our low here. I'm so glad I found this tool. This tool is a ray, horizontal ray, and the reason why I like this tool over just the horizontal lines because you can see where you started the ray. So if it's a horizontal line goes way left, you just don't know where you started, and so this actually tells you the starting point. So I actually like this a lot more. Horizontal rays here. Four pushes down on all the higher time frames. You have 4 pushes down on the 5-minute, right, outside bar reversal here, outside bar reversal here, 2 outside bar reversals. You have a 5 pushes down on the 10K, and the 2K is just this crazy downtrend starting from this reversal setup. And this reversal setup was all you needed today, and there's a gap here, just never. I don't know if it's gonna be filled today. This could be like one of those forever runner days. But I'm happy with my $50 bamboo. Fine with that. Turtle Toes with the sad news. Says his cat passed away, so hey, it's for you. Lots of prayers to you, Turtles. Hope you and your family are doing well. Richard Harris says, Friday was rough for me. I got hit so many times and then revenge traded. Then I smashed my keyboard against the wall. I had to go to Best Buy again. Wow. Rip to your keyboard. You need like a pure metal keyboard so it doesn't break. Just choppy here, right? How many overlapping bars do we have? I'm not entering any trades. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars here. Hard for me to enter any trades here. It's just looking ugly right now. I don't like this price action at all, but I will say, I mean, when we talk about a strong trend, I mean, this is what we look for in strong trends. Look for these gaps. I mean, we are in a strong downtrend right now. A gap here. We have a gap here. Another gap here, right? These are all gaps right there where the previous pivot could not fill. And so, gap here. Third push, this trap trade. I mean, I'm not taking this trap trade. I just can't take this trap trade. It's, man, even though I like traps, but everything's scalping out. But right now, man, these are gaps that have yet to be filled. Big gaps here. I kind of like this channel right now that we have. I think it captures what we're doing, what's happening here. I think it does. In my opinion, it does. Yeah, I think it does. I think it's pretty good. Peter Cho says, no pain. Hard to fix the wall, then buy a... You need like a sponge keyboard. That's actually 100% true. Get like a spongy keyboard and then you can throw it wherever you want. Let me get a vibe check from you. I'm going to do a poll here. Let's get a vibe check. See how you guys are doing today. Speedy Boy has something interesting here. He says, I can read the chart rather well, but I am taking dumb trades all the time, and the worst thing is that I know they are dumb before enter them. Man, that is a tough place to be in, man. Because you know, the problems you're dealing with are not technical; they are emotional. Yeah, sometimes those are the hardest because that deals with personality, that deals with character. And that's sometimes the hardest things to change. Right? We can always learn something, but change our behavior is very difficult. We got a two-leggy here going short. But now we're getting so choppy. I mean, choppiness to choppiness, but we do have a two-leggy here, and I don't know if I like it. Below the 20 minute, good signal bar. But as you can see, we're kind of coming back up here. It's just too choppy, and we will be coming to the bottom of this trading range here. It is with trend, so you have a higher chance to make up a scalp here, but at the same time, we do have this to worry about, and so I'm just gonna sit on my pause. Potential trap trade here. I don't like this trap trade either, just because we're so choppy. I just cannot trade when it looks like this. Even though we're clearly in a downtrend, I just cannot trade it when we're so choppy like this. It's just, we do trap here. We do have a trap trade. Could be potential reversal. But it could be a failed breakout. You know, I mean, it's a trading range right now. So it's hard to say, in my opinion, what's going to happen. Again, I'm drawing out this gap here from this breakdown. These gaps are just insane. I think it's kind of funny because I think a lot of you guys probably went on tilt on Friday, because Friday I didn't really trade Friday, but I looked at the charts on Friday briefly, and they look terrible, like very terrible. I mean, this looks pretty bad right now too, but I don't think it's as bad as Friday's. This is Friday's chart, and I mean, when you have price action that looks like this for a solid like hour, this price action right here is just like, it would make me rip my fur out of my little panda head. Like, if price action looked like this, it's just untradeable. Strong downtrend, but look at this. It's just it's just terrible. And then you get this huge move up. You get two leggy here, but yeah, I'm not until after, probably after all this mess, probably after afternoon. Couple better trades, better price action, but still Friday. I could see why people are went on tilt on Friday. I mean, we're kind of getting similar price action. I mean, we're getting all this choppiness sideways, even though we're on a strong downtrend. Yeah, I mean, you're just thinking at any moment this could reverse because of how choppy we are. We're just going from one push down to consolidation, another push down to consolidation, and it's like 50-50 every time. Or maybe like 60-40, you know, 60% to push down, 40% to push up. There's a slight bias going with the original trend or the dominant trend. Just watching this, absolutely sideways. But Pandas, the nice thing is we know that this is sideways, and so we're just not trading. We know when not to trade. Again, you can come with limit orders here, but then you have to be willing to lose out on one of these potentially sooner or later. It's terrible. Well, it's good to be back though, Pandas. I will say that much. It is good to be back. Looking at the poll, it seems like a lot of you guys are in the same range as me. 0 to 500. By the way, thanks for scalping that like button, Pandas. I like this poll. I like this vibe check here. It makes it so. I mean, a lot of you guys are voting in this, you know, which is nice because it's anonymous. You know, I have no idea, but it's good to know, and I think it's good for everyone else to know. It's like, man, it's like, you know, if I'm making less than 500, there's other people with me doing that as well, and if I'm a little red today, there's other people with me, and it's just kind of nice to know that. But this sideways action, I'm just sitting on my paws. I'm actually just chatting with you guys now at this point. I have nothing to trade here. No setups. Jesse Tross says, switch to Sim today after losing half my profits. It hurts. But good idea switching to Sim. Get your bearings back. I almost want to go short here, but I don't know. We're making higher lows here. Here to here. If I go short here, maybe come back to the bottom trading range. I could try it. You're risking about 1, 2, 3 points here. This is so choppy, I just don't know. Maybe I can scalp out here. Nah, I'll just sit on my paws. I was thinking come back to the bottom trading range. But, yeah, it does come back to the bottom trading range. I was thinking about doing that, but just sit on my paws. I just don't like any of the price action here. You know, a couple attempts to break out here. Grant Kim says 4-0, good Monday, plus $1,000. Best of luck, everyone. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I was looking to go short here, but I'm okay missing that. It made sense to go short here, right below the 20 MA. Also, right top of the trading range, back to the bottom trading range. Right, multiple failed breakouts here. Thinking maybe, let's just say I've been burned before doing something like this, and those traumatic feelings came back, and I didn't want to enter short there because of those traumatic feelings. Bernadette says, I took some scalps today. Runner's not really making it. I think that is the theme of today, scalping. Not sure if your swings are going to really do well. I mean, look at this. How many sideways, how many overlapping bars are there? Absolutely incredible. Anything on the higher time frames? 6 pushes down on the 10K chart, and 5 pushes down currently on the 5-minute chart. Big push up, fills the gap, and just reverses. I just yeah. I'm thinking back at it, seeing if there was a chance for me to have entered the short here. And I don't know. I probably would have entered the short here, thinking that was the reversal. Puts you out by one tick, and then finally goes your way. But yeah, I don't know. 4 pushes up. Could have just been like this, break a trend to new high. I don't know. I don't know if I would have been so bold to have entered this and just held a runner. We're still in this choppiness, but below the 20 MA. I'm just sitting my pause. I don't have much that I like here. No setups really for me. I mean, this short maybe bets a bottom trading range. Maybe that one. Decent setup. Just enough room to the bottom. Right, failed breakdown back to the top of the trade range, perhaps. It's just completely sideways, and we might end the stream here. I may go a little bit longer just to catch one more trade with you guys. I would like that a lot, but we'll see if we get it. You can fail breakdown. I would like to have this resolve. That'd be nice if we could have it resolve. But I'm just not sure if we can get it set up on stream here. This may take a while. It may really take a while. Makes a new low. Absolutely incredible. I think we're breaking out of this trading range. Right, we failed to get to the top of the trading range here, and now instead we're breaking down. Big wick here. Could have spoke too soon. Maybe two-legged pullback back to the top of the trading range. More likely to break down, of course, because we're in a downtrend. But even so, no setups for us. Just watching. Maybe I may take a trap trade. Fail second entry long, maybe. May take this trap. It'd be aggressive. It'd be aggressive if I take this trap. Definitely not taking the trap now with a signal bar like that. Hard to say. I feel like this trap will trigger, but I don't like it. I don't like how it looks like. But we're in a downtrend, and anything short really is making a point. I will take a long if a failed trap happens here, thinking this is a failed breakout of this, but interesting. Trap is a little more enticing now that we had a little pullback here. Big push up. It actually does push up higher. It makes a perfect scalp. It's just too choppy, Pandas. I cannot take any trades here. It's just way too choppy. Way too choppy. It does trigger the short here. Not looking to go short here. I mean, it's just too choppy. I want to trade when it's more clear, right? I mean, I want to trade when it looks like this, or I don't know, maybe even like this, but not like this, not like that. Big push down here. Ends up making a perfect scalp, and absolute scalp here. The trap actually ends up working out here. And I think with that, I'm gonna have to end the stream. I can't take any trades here. I'm not feeling any of these trades. So, Pandas, one trade today, one scalp. Hey, that's all you need sometimes, and I'm happy with that. As long as I'm green, green is green, and so you know, with this chop, it can't take more than what the market gives you, and so when the market gives you something like this, not much you can do. And so, Pandas, hope at least we got a little better at trading today, and that's what counts. And so. Hope you guys are green. I see a lot of you guys are green, and so I am thankful for that. So this is for ending green today for me. Let's get that bamboo. Pandas, hey, trade safe, everybody, as always. Hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. We're starting back on a regular schedule. I was off last couple days, end of last week, and so I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the main stream, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. As always, happy trading and God bless. Bye.